Hi, in this video we're going to have a look at how you can set up and control, how you can set up users and control access to different areas of the system for a particular type of user. So if we click up in the menu, you've got system settings. If you don't have access to this, you need to speak to the person who set up the app. So when you click on it, you've got a list of users. That's a list of employees or people who can access the system, could include your accountant. And then you've got user types. So rather than setting permissions for each individual user, you normally say a user is a particular type of user, and then you can control all the access by simply updating this. So if I click on user types, once again we can have many profiles. The person who sets up the account originally will always have access to this particular profile, which you can see he's got access to system settings. Okay, and you can't change that. That gives you access to this menu here, which has got all the setup stuff. And you wouldn't necessarily want everyone having access to that. So we can add in new profiles, or we can edit an existing one. So we're just having a quick look at this. So just to run through, we've got a list of, this is where you can enable contacts. That's the ability to add and maintain all the contacts that you do business with. This could be customers, suppliers, partners. You can also enable the company feature. This allows you to add in companies and group contacts by company. Not necessarily applicable to everyone, but might be to a larger company that does business-to-business transactions. We then have the finance dashboard. We have the diary. Once again, the diary is quite important because this allows you to enter in appointments and reminders. And a really useful feature is you can click up here, go to the calendar integration, and you can copy information from here, and it'll integrate it into your Apple phone or your Android phone or Microsoft Outlook. Okay. This is estimating, which we have covered in some of the other videos. Invoicing, and then do you want to track the payments so you can see which invoices haven't been paid. You've got credit notes. Once again, a lot of small businesses don't really use this, but it's there if you want to use it. Cash sales. Cash sale is normally you issue an invoice and then you get paid afterwards, but sometimes these two transactions happen at the same time. Once again, if someone bought a painting in a gallery and they paid you there and then, you'd want both transactions happening at the same time. So that's what that is. We have expenses. You can enable an expense approval process. You can turn on project management. Sometimes this is referred to as properties, so some people like to manage properties instead of projects. And you can have a list of tasks, and those tasks you can specify what needs doing, you can allocate it to people, and that can appear in their diary. And they can flag tasks as being complete, and they can record time and expenses against those tasks. You then have time recording. You have time recording approval process if you wanted to do that, if you have multiple employees. You also have the take orders. This is part of the e-commerce side. So if you enable this, you can set up your own products. You can configure collections, deliveries, online catalog. You can embed it into your social media account like Facebook. You can embed it into your website. The key thing about the e-commerce within this app is we do not charge any commission on your sales, and that's really powerful. Yeah. We also have this concept here of place orders. So you can embed our app into your website. So when people click order now, what they actually do is they set up an account within Rhino, and it enables this one feature. They don't realize it. It automates the whole thing, and they can browse all of your products. They can place an order, and they can go in and edit that order afterwards. So all of that is done through this. But when this is the only feature that's enabled for the consumer, and they don't see anything else. So it's really simple. For the UK audience, we have Making Tax Digital for VAT. making tax digital for self-assessment. And then at the bottom, we've got a lot of advanced features. So we've got accounting. So this is where you set up your chart of accounts, your P&L, your balance sheet. You can also track other income. So this could be grants, it could be interest, bank interest. You could track other costs. So this could be your payroll costs. You can enable the finance. This allows you to go in and set up different financial years and so on. And then this is a really important one down here. In a lot of the videos you'll have seen at the bottom of contacts and estimates and invoicing, at the bottom of all the screens there's a thing called quick reports, and that allows you to quickly generate a report based on the data that you're looking. Now some of our customers didn't like this for all employees, so they thought it's a lovely feature but not for everyone. So for a particular type of user you can disable it, and it's that simple. So that more or less covers user types. And then if I just come back here and we go to add in a user, if I simply click add, we select the type of user. Okay, and we only have one profile. So rather than, if I had lots of employees, rather than configuring each employee, all the individual permissions, by simply attaching it to this user type, it inherits all of the settings from this profile. That more or less covers user types.